Can you apply to an MBA program without submitting the GMAT or the GRE test scores? As the MBA admissions evolve, test waivers are gaining traction at prestigious business schools. So, today we'll explore the waiver policies, the eligibility criteria, and the application process for helping you navigate the GMAT or the GRE waivers for the MBA admissions landscape. So, if you're looking at the 2025 intake for the MBA's programs, the admissions process is shifting very quickly. Schools are embracing flexible admissions, they are prioritizing holistic evaluations that go beyond your test scores. They are increasingly valuing your professional achievements, your work experience, your alternative qualifications like certifications and advanced degrees. So, if you have any of these, you can go ahead and take a closer look at what the admissions criteria is like today for most of the top B schools, and maybe you will qualify for a test waiver for quite a few programs. What qualifies you for a GMAT or a GRE waiver? Schools look at factors like significant work experience, strong academic performance, certifications such as CFA or CPA, and even military service. Then there are schools like Foster, McCombs, UVA, Darden, and many others which are now offering complete test waivers under specific conditions. So the policies for offering a GMAT or a GRE test waiver will might focus on academic excellence, leadership experience, and other professional achievements. If you have any of these, take a closer look at this particular list and go ahead and search the eligibility criteria, and maybe you will qualify for quite a few of them. Similarly, there are MBA programs in Canada which are also offering complete test waivers like the DeGroote McMaster, the Ivy Business School, UBC Sorter, as well as the Schuling MBA program. You have options to apply for a GMAT or a GRE test waiver provided you qualify on the criteria which are mentioned by the programs. There are some schools like the Chicago Booth or the NYU Stern which have limited test waiver policies. So these waivers are reserved for exceptional cases or for very specific applicant groups such as alumni or candidates with a technology background. It is also worthwhile for you to go ahead and check these programs and the criteria that they are looking for while offering you a GMAT or a GRE test waiver to be able to qualify for one. So let's look at the UVA Darden. They require a bachelor's degree, 5 plus years of professional experience, and a proven quantitative skill set. If you have any of these or all of these, go ahead and fill out the application for the UVA Darden GMAT or the GRE test waiver. And this process will include submitting a waiver request. There is some required documentation that needs to be submitted. For example, if you are claiming a quantitative expertise, then you need to attach those proofs. My advice is that you must, take down this list and go ahead and discuss with the schools directly as per your particular candidature. What is good for one may not be good for another applicant because of the fact that you all are coming with different profiles in terms of your work experience as well as your qualifications. Apply for the GMAT or the GRE test waiver process, which is more. If you're very sure that you want to go ahead with the GMAT or a GRE test waiver, then take down this list of schools that we have provided over here. Approach each of these schools, see what the test waiver process is like, submit the waiver request, provide the requisite documentation, and then once you get a clarity of yes, you have been awarded the test waiver, then you start the admissions process or the application process for the main MBA application. Similarly, the Texas McCombs MBA also allows a GMAT or a GRE test waiver, and over here the criteria are mostly the exceptional achievements that you have. You need to submit your resume, your transcripts, as well as a statement of purpose. So every school will have a different evaluation process. Go to their website and fill up their evaluation process, and let give them and they will need the time to be able to decide and get back to you as to whether you have been awarded the test waiver or not. If yes, then it is a good time for you to start the MBA application process for that particular school. Similarly, for the DeGroote McMaster MBA, there are automatic waivers for the people who are coming in with the joint degrees, who are coming with medical degrees as or the dentists or the military veterans. So these are a specific criteria of or specific set of applicants where they are clearly awarding the GMAT or the GRE test waivers. So whenever you plan or you are very sure that GMAT or the GRE test is not going in the same direction as you had planned initially, at that point in time it is very important for you to take a call, decide that okay, let me look at the test waivers, look at the programs which are offering that, and if they are within your target program list, Then go ahead and put up your application for the test waivers, submit the requisite documentation so that you have a clarity of whether you are being awarded that test waiver or not. Once you have that, at that point in time, then you can start with the application process. A huge onus of getting awarded the test waiver is on your academic excellence, the kind of professional experience that you have, and the other quantitative skills, the programs that you have pursued, which will validate your quantitative skills at a certain level. So keep all those documentation handy. When you're looking at the quantitative ability tech degree as an Indian applicant, then you can go back to the courses in your curriculum which talk about your quantitative skills, and the grades that you achieved in those can be added to this particular portfolio. In case you are someone who's working in analytics, for example, then in that case you are actually using a lot of quantitative skills, and you are that is a part of your work experience, so that also will count towards your GMAT waiver application. So make sure that you are thinking about your profile in detail before you are raising a request for the GMAT waiver. Put in ample time to build up that particular application. The Foster School MBA program, the eligibility for the GMAT or the GRE test waiver is a GPA requirement. You must have a minimum of 3.5 GPA to be considered for a test waiver. Then you must also have requisite quantitative coursework that we had discussed previously. And for most of these programs, there will be a deadline for applying to the test for the test waiver. So, for example, if you're applying to the R2 deadline, then there will be a prior deadline for the test waiver application. So, make sure that your test waiver applications are going ahead to the school in time so that that communication is received by you within time to prepare for the complete MBA application as well. So if you consider the USC Marshall MBA, it offers a GMAT or a GRE test waiver. If you have a strong undergraduate GPA, you have the requisite quantitative background, you have significant professional experience. So if your work experience or if you have leadership experience in the professional settings. So in case you can talk about any of these or all of these in the test waiver application, then that will be a strong submission for getting a GMAT or a GRE test waiver from the USC Marshall MBA program. There's a waiver form that you have to complete, which will ask you for all of these details. Make sure that you have all of these details handy, your curriculum, your grades in that, your transcripts, your professional coursework, your work experience, build a proper resume, and make a strong resume. Talk about the requisite skills and the leadership skills that you have gained, and also then keep handy your professional certifications. So each of these will be helpful for you to put up a strong GMAT waiver application. The Kelly MBA also offers a GMAT waiver application. Again, if you look at the criteria, they are very similar. Academic record, your strong academic scores in the past will definitely aid you over here. Your professional experience and quantitative proficiency. If you have demonstrated quantitative proficiency through your work experience or through previous curriculum or coursework that you have done, then this is the place that you need to add it, and you can go in for the GMAT or the GRE test waiver. CMU Tepper also offers GMAT or a GRE test waiver. Again, it is for advanced degree holders, it is for the military veterans, and if you have exceptional credentials. So, in case your profile talks about any of these along with a strong professional background, go ahead and apply for the CMU Tepper GMAT or the GRE test waiver as well. You need to submit a formal request, provide the documentation, and once you receive a confirmation on that, that is when you go ahead with the rest of the documentation in terms of your MBA application and the interview process till the time that you get the admit confirmation. Rice Business School also offers a GMAT or a GRE test waiver, and that is for your work experience, your academic performance, any advanced degrees that you have, let's say in analytics, and if you have a professional certification. So, any of these or all of these combined will be a good set of submission for securing a GMAT or a GRE test waiver from the Rice Business School. The TUC MBA also gives a case to case GMAT or a GRE test waiver. You can apply for one, they will evaluate your request and confirm to you whether you are eligible for a test waiver or not. The criteria are largely on the academic background, your academic scores that you're coming in with, and the quantitative subjects that you have studied along with your professional experience. The Michigan Ross MBA this time is also offering the GMAT or the GRE test waiver. The criteria are very similar: leadership experience, your professional background, your quantitative skills, and the academic scores that you are coming in with. Cornell Johnson, there is a waiver. You can apply for the GMAT or the GRE test waiver. Either if you have a significant work experience, let's say 7+ years of work experience, and you are in a senior leadership position, plus you have demonstrated analytical skills in your work experience, then you can apply for a test waiver. Or if you are someone who has scored very high academically and you have a strong GPA along with research experience and published work, then at that point in time also you can apply for the Cornell Johnson MBA test waiver. The UCLA Anderson MBA also offers a GMAT or a GRE test waiver. If you have the requisite qualifications or advanced degrees or certifications, then you can definitely apply for one. And the other track that you can apply for is through your professional experience and the academic excellence. Do keep all the supporting material handy, and please do make a fresh resume. Don't submit your work resume over here. Understand what the schools are looking for and what part of your experience actually talks about that particular skill that they are seeking in the application, and then make sure that your resume conveys it in a very authentic and authoritative manner. So the next steps are that, make sure that your GMAT or the GRE test preparation is on track and take the decision timely. Research thoroughly, prepare a fresh resume from the point of view of your professional skills or your professional excellence and the leadership experience that you are bringing forward. Then look at, compiling all the documentation which is going to be representative of your academic performance, your quantitative skills, as well as your leadership experience, and check the deadlines for the test waiver applications. Once all of this is there with you, then you start putting up your applications. There will be short essays that you might have to write, and at that point in time, you can submit your applications timely so that you have a clarity of where all you are getting the GMAT or the GRE test waiver, and then start putting up your MBA application. The main MBA application should ideally be, taken up after you have a confirmation that okay, the test is not required by you, and you can go ahead and submit your application without GMAT or the GRE test submission. So you can get in touch with us in case you need any help with your MBA applications, as well as any further guidance on the test waiver applications.